Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Crypto Quirk. This is our third episode, and today we'll be talking about Bitcoin hitting a new all-time high, and we also like to talk about what you want to do right now. So, is it the right time to buy? What's next for Bitcoin and all these, new cryptocurrency markets? And then I'm gonna go over the top 10 coins at the moment in the list of the top most valuable coins, so that you can understand a little bit more what they are really. Okay. So without further ado, let's go on to CoinMarketCap. This is a website that basically you can see all the cryptocurrencies. At the moment, we got 8,795 available on the market. I would recommend somebody that is new to this to basically just focus on the first, let's say, 10, maximum top 50. But there are a lot of projects that are like really dormant and projects that are not going anywhere. And some other one that will do crazy gains. We'll touch on a couple of them today. So, Bitcoin has just broken $60,000 US dollars. In this channel, I always will be talking in US dollars because that's how I trade and how I actually look at the price. Because I'm based in Australia, but I basically look at the dollar price because that's what most of the people do in the world. Now, if we go on TradingView, and we look at the price of Bitcoin, so we do BTC, USD. We had a bit of a surprise last night because basically let's have a look at the charts here. So what happened is we were basically trying to break the $60,000. We got rejected. And here it is. So we got rejected at the $50,000 level right here. And then we went back down to $42,000. And then a few days ago, we tried to go to 57, 55, 57. And my computer is overheating, so I apologize for the bit of slowing down. It is pretty hot today. And then last night, that happened. That big candle there, which is called an engulfing, bullish engulfing candle. That means that the price has gone from pretty much 57,000 to 60. See, you can see like it's literally hit the $60,000 mark, and then it got a bit of a rejection, and now we are trying to go upwards and above. Now, what does that mean for you that are new to crypto? To be honest, nobody knows. This is first of all, this is not financial advice. This is only for entertainment purposes only, and I've been telling all my friends for the last 3 years, get yourself a bit of Bitcoin. If you got a bit of savings, you can keep them in the bank, but they're not doing really much. You get maybe 1-2% interest a year, but you also gotta consider that inflation is making you lose money every year. Even if you got $10,000 in the bank account, let's say the inflation goes up 10%, because they printed so much money this year. You literally lose the purchasing power of those dollars. So it's a good way of hedging against inflation, really, and money printing. Now, what you should do look, I'm not here to tell you what you should do with your money. I can just basically give you a summary of what happened to me in the last 3-4 years. If you start and buy today at the all-time high, which is probably not the best place to buy, Bitcoin might correct tomorrow and come back down in price, but there are a lot of news that kind of pinpoint at a big adoption coming. Now, I want to show you an article from Reuters. And MicroStrategy, it's an hedge fund, an American hedge fund that has bought so far $2.2 billion worth of Bitcoin. So they own 91,000 Bitcoin. And they just recently bought 10 million worth of it in cash again. Basically, large investors are coming to the party. The issue was that before, I'm talking about 3-4 years ago, this would have been a laughing stock. If somebody told you like a large company bought 1 billion worth of Bitcoin, people would have made fun of me pretty much, or many people online. Now, what has changed that since Bitcoin has basically went up to $20,000 in 2017-18, I'll show you on the charts here. And then it went from 20,000 at the peak of the last bull cycle. Let's go to the weekly chart because it's easier to actually view this. Okay, so this was 2014. See, so if I actually just scroll through it, let's have a look at this. So at the beginning here, that's 2012. Bitcoin was worth $6. It went all the way up to $155, and then it came back down to 61. So basically 50% drop, you know. And then it climbed up again to $1,000. So, and that was in a space of 1, 2, 3 years. And then, you know, you look at this, and then look, if I start zooming out, look what happens to the chart. That's where we are now. Actually, that was this peak here. It's the last bull run. This is when I got in. I got in somewhere around here. Okay. Now, every one of this column is 1 week worth. So if I zoom back again here, see how this massive parabolic ride, like it just went straight up to the $1,000 mark. Now if I zoom out and we look at the next, see how that becomes really tiny. Let me take the volume off. And this is 2017, 2018 bull run. Okay. And everybody bought, and then some people bought here at the top, and I had a friend of mine that she told me like, oh my god, I bought at $20,000, and now she held through all this bear market. It went from 20,000, okay, down to 3,500, which is an 83% correction. So the price went down 83%, and you know, normal market, something goes down 83%, it will never come back up. But the difference with cryptocurrency is that it's built in the technology that it will come in waves. Now, what happened then? Obviously this was 2018, and it got down to $3,000, and then we tried again. We tried to push back up. We got stopped. We got stopped out at $14,000, and then people were really happy, and then it went back down again. Okay, then we got COVID. There he goes. That was when it all started there, you know, the beer flu. And now, if I keep zooming out, see how this is becoming smaller and smaller. Look, now we are here. Now, we started right there. That, it's the same as this and that. This is a logarithmic increase. Okay, so now if I put the chart on logarithmic, you'll see that it's actually a little bit better. So you can see this movement like this. Now, what you should do right now, it's really up to you, but so far we have kind of respected this trend, and we are a little bit over the trend now, but also we're expecting CAC to go up and then come down again. Now you're basically buying at the top, so that's not the right time to buy. But the problem is, are you gonna sell tomorrow or are you gonna sell in 5 years? What happens when Bitcoin, if it does, because we never know, but what happens when Bitcoin goes from here and it climbs back to, for example, $150,000, $200,000, you know? So what I'm trying to say is, perhaps it's not the right time for you to buy because you don't want to buy at this very expensive price, but you also don't need to put a lot of money towards it. The beauty of this, that nowadays you can buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. So my suggestion is, whenever you are out, don't buy yourself that last drink, or don't buy yourself that, packet of candies, or, eat one night at home that you would have eaten outside, and then put that money towards crypto. Because worst case scenario, you've lost a packet of candy or a pizza, but don't be like the guy that sold, check this out, 10,000 Bitcoin pizza. So here it is. So this man, poor guy, when did he buy? The Bitcoin will be worth $600 million. So he bought a pizza back in the day, I think it was 2013, if I'm correct. Or when it was really cheap, it was even cheaper. So he bought one pizza for 10,000 Bitcoin. That was in Domino's. Because he thought he could do that. And if he actually held the Bitcoin now, he would have 10,000 Bitcoin, which is worth a lot of money. So average pricing, by every week, every month, I would say every week at the moment, buy yourself a little bit, $10, $5, whatever you're willing to lose, whatever you don't need. You don't put the money down, don't put your rent money over it and expect next month to double your money and then pay the rent and have the rent money for next month for free. That's not the way. The game is not to make money tomorrow, but to actually put away a little bit of a time, so that eventually when the prices goes up, you'll be better off. Now, the reason why I don't know 100% that the price will go up forever, but which probably won't. Like in the next 5 to 6 years, will plateau a little bit. But it's important for you to remember that it's the law of postponed gratification. So you can buy yourself something that you don't need today, or you can put that away. That's what I did. I've been doing that. So look, this is it's a really big topic, and obviously this is my third or fourth videos. Fourth actually. And when you look at CoinMarketCap, there's plenty of other websites that you can have a look to. You have a look, there's Bitcoin, we got Ethereum, Binance Coin, Tether, Cardano. So I'm gonna break it down for you a little bit to make you understand what these things are. So Bitcoin obviously was inception. It's basically value. I can send value from me to you, A to B, without using a third party. Right now, we basically use banks as a third party, which they hold the ledger, which is, imagine like a big book where transactions are recorded. Now they own the network. Bitcoin is a network that is not owned by anybody, but there's lots of computers in the world that share this network. Few years after, Ethereum was created, and Ethereum is like Bitcoin, so you can send value, but you can also have programs and contract. So you can send a payment, but also get the deeds for a car or for a piece of land. There's more to it, but I'm just making it really simple. I would definitely have some Ethereum as well. There is lots of room to grow for Ethereum as well. Now, the third one, which is recently came up to number 3, it's Binance Coin. Binance is that exchange that we spoke about the other day. This is a coin that you can use on the exchange to have cheaper fees, and it's basically they created their own coin, and this coin has done amazingly good in this year. It's been up something ridiculous, like, look, this this what happened the last couple of months. Is gone parabolic as well. So as I say, most of the coins that we talk about now are really expensive now. But the thing is, are you gonna buy to sell tomorrow or buy to sell in 5 years? That's the same game all the time. Then we have Tether. Now, Tether is a stable coin. So stable coins don't change in price, or they vary very slightly, like 0.1%. And USDT, it's pegged 1-to-1 with the US dollars. So in order to be able to move US dollars around in different exchanges, you don't actually move USD, but you use USDT, which is called Tether, and it's a way to move dollars without actually using your bank. There's plenty other ones, USDC from Coinbase. There's a few other ones you can use as stable coins. Fifth in the list, we got Cardano, which is it's sort of like a third generation cryptocurrency that is quantum resistant and is doing really great work in Africa at the moment. Now, whoever created Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto, and had other people around, also had people that created Ethereum and Cardano as. They were one group, and then they split in different groups, and each one had their own project, but they kind of all know each other in a way. Cardano has been doing insanely good in the last few months. It's up like 1,000% for the last 2-3 months. So it was definitely a very good buy. It used to be 5-6 cents, and now it's $1. So and some people say it might go up to $5 to $10, but we'll see when this happens. Polkadot, it's another type of Ethereum. I haven't done lots of research on that, but it's also basically it's a platform where when developer can code new application. You can think of all this Cardano, Polkadot, Ethereum like when Apple launched the Apple Store, the App Store, and then they just basically launched the App Store, and then they told to developer, build your own app and put them on our store, and people can get them. That's similar thing. So people are building on top of these protocols, different programs and utilities and tools. XRP, I have done a lot of research on XRP. Some people that really like Bitcoin don't like XRP because XRP sort of is intended to work alongside the bank systems and facilitate the transaction across border. So right now there's a lot of friction between low liquidity nation, like let's say Zambia and Senegal. Okay, so if you have to exchange money you have to convert those currencies in maybe British pound and go into US dollars, and this takes ages. Like even today in Australia, if you want to send money to Qatar, it takes 14 days, which is ridiculous, and they're trying to fixing it. Now XRP has underperformed completely this year, has not moved at all pretty much, because the Security Exchange Commission in the States has sued them for some sort of breaking some sort of security laws, which I personally think is bull. But because of that, the price has kind of stayed stable, and which is great because it should have tanked a lot, but actually stayed stable. So I am really bullish on XRP in the long run. It's gonna be very stagnant for all this bull run until the clarification is done by the SEC and by the judge. So it will take probably September, October. Uniswap, it's another. It's a decentralized exchange where you can exchange tokens without the use of anyone. It's very similar to Ethereum. And then we got Litecoin, which was a copy of Bitcoin, it's sort of like a test net. It's been pretty dead at the moment, although it's been up 20% this week, but it's not performed really well. And Chainlink, I'm not super sure what Chainlink does. I never really followed the project that much, but let's have a look. See, this is how you learn. Like, you just go online and basically. So what is Chainlink? Chainlink is a decentralized Oracle network which aims to connect smart contracts with data from the real world. Okay, so Chainlink basically, long story short, because that's a bit of a gibberish for if you're not in the community. An Oracle is something that basically checks prices for different things and present you the best possible option. Chainlink as well basically gathers metadata and then manages the data for big companies, and it's been doing really well too. So I hope this is give you a bit of an example on where I would put some of my savings. Don't bet the farm on anything. Don't go crazy. Just expose yourself 10, 15, $100, whatever you're willing to lose, but especially get yourself some Bitcoin, some Ethereum. Them two, I think, are the safest bet. Okay, now something that is not safe at all, but it's been doing insane gains. So if you look at Chiliz, which is a token, see, it's down 28% today. So you oh my god, it's gone down 28%. Yes, but it's been going up like 4,000% in the last couple of days. It's crazy. What these guys did, basically, they partnered up with a lot of football leagues, and you can basically buy a token on this app. Oh. Whoa, they're broken. It doesn't work at the moment. Anyway, so let's try again. See if it works now. No, it doesn't work. The site must be down. Well, what Chile did, they basically there it is. Okay, so they signed up like Roma, Juventus, Barcelona, the UFC as well, and basically you can buy a token, you can buy Chiliz, then you can convert them into your favorite team token, and then you have you can basically vote for decision in the club. Now, I am the least sporty person in the world. I don't really care about sports whatsoever, but a token like this is great because people that actually like sports, and especially at least in Italy, and I'm speaking from my friends and my personal experience, they will buy this token like crazy because it's like, oh my god, I can decide what my team is going to do. So a lot of people up in the world, there's so many people that like football, are putting $50-100 into this, and this token has gone crazy. So stuff like this, be very wary of buying now, because my brother said to me, oh, Chile's going crazy, and it was pretty much here. So if we look at the chart, CHZ USDT. So this is the weekly chart, and this thing has gone up I wasn't meant to do that. This thing has gone up 4,000% from here. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks ago. In 5 weeks, it's 4,000% gained, which is insane. So I told my friend, look, man, you should really be careful at buying at this high. And that was when it was 13 cents and it went up to 62. Now, in my experience, I wouldn't have bought it because it went so high, so hard. But sometimes you are lucky. Now, if you are lucky, just remember this, you were lucky. Most of this project will come down really hard and you will lose all your money because it's a small project. It doesn't have a lot of money into it. So if you look at and the market cap of Chile is $5 billion. It's large, but it's not massive. Okay. Now, when we look at Bitcoin, it's 1.13 trillion dollars. There's a lot more. 1 trillion is a 1,000 billion. Okay, which means that it takes a lot more money to make the price move. Okay, so the volume traded every day, it's about $60 billion. It's insane. Like this, I think Bitcoin now it's worth more than Australia altogether, and it's about to top up on Google. So Google is the sixth biggest asset in the world, and Bitcoin is about to take that place. So I think it's enough for today, and I hope this video will give you some answers. Hopefully it was clear enough. But if you have any questions on sort of what to do and where to start, send me a private message. I can just give you, a couple of hits. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is only for entertainment purposes only. And because so many of you ask me, what should I do? And as I said, I cannot tell you what to do with your money. Only invest what you're willing to lose. And average cost in. Buy a little bit at a time. Don't expose yourself too much. Don't bet the farm, and just be very careful. Okay. I hope this has been, useful for you, and thanks for watching.